The old man tossed a big rooster into the spring. In the very next second, the rooster turned into a tiny chick. It turned out this was a magical spring, capable of making any creature young again. Just moments ago, all the little ones in the forest had aged. This old monkey was very weak, almost unable to peel a banana. He only tried twice and was completely exhausted. That was the 11th banana he hadn't been able to eat. Even the bear, once the most energetic, had lost all his teeth. When he tried to catch a fish, the fish mocked him instead. On the other hand, it was the elderly wild man who wouldn't give up. Yearning to restore his youth, he carried a rooster on his back and set off to find the legendary fountain of youth. After facing countless obstacles, he finally succeeded in regaining his youth. Seeing this miracle, all the forest creatures were stunned. It wasn't until the little wild man told them that they finally learned the secret of the spring. Just as he was happily preparing to take them there, the two elderly brothers were already so weak, they could barely move. An entire afternoon had passed, and they had only managed to take 2.5 steps. The little wild man became anxious, scratching his head and sweating heavily. When he saw the bear start to lose hope, he rushed over to stop him, but to his surprise, the bear slowly raised his finger. It turned out he had forgotten his dentures. So, the little wild man quickly placed the dentures back into the bear's mouth. The bear lazily turned his head back. Just as this issue was resolved, the old monkey came back, but it turned out the monkey's eyesight was getting worse, and he had simply taken the wrong path. Watching the two brothers move like snails, the little wild man finally lost his patience. He grabbed a nearby bucket and ran off, thinking it would be faster to carry the water himself than to wait for them. But because he was running too fast, by the time he reached his friends, most of the water had spilled out, leaving just enough to restore the bear's youthful head. So, the little wild man switched to a bigger wooden bowl. He struggled, using all his strength to carry the water. As he neared his friends, the bear slowly lifted the bowl, and what he saw was a shocking sight. The little wild man had turned into a baby.